This play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Fields. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st down, Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On 3rd down, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right?
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll return this one just
Stop playing with me, bro.
midfield
It's not gonna work,
to
man.
the 49. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
From the 50, here's Fields. Steps away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Past the 20. 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. After the interception, here's Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Here's Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Fields out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll roll him out right. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery.
This is too
Touchdown, Chicago.
Easy.
David Montgomery on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he finds Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is Jakeem Grant. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down now, it's Montgomery. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Montgomery. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So that'll back them up 5. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And a nice stiff arm that opens room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 70.
I thought you was going to get me, man. I was over here dipping and dodging, man.
Extend their fourth quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes left side. The 40, 20, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for
Good shit. Good shit.
touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to throw. Fields rolling to his right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Running right through him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Escaping the pressure right.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
As pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?